What is the ICI Curatorial Intensive, and what are its goals as a whole?
The ICI Curatorial Intensive is a short course training programme for curators. It was started last year, so in 2010, and basically it comes out of about 10 years of thinking that I've been doing, because in 2002 I was invited to set up a master's programme in curating at California College of the Arts in San Francisco. And at the time, that was the second programme to be established in the United States, training people to think about curating. What has come out of that is that I have become very interested in finding ways of creating opportunities for people to train without spending 1 year or 2 years doing it. There are many people who are actually working in the field who would like to have the opportunity to talk to others and to learn from other professionals in the field. So the intensive in New York is an open application process. People apply from all over the world. 15 people are selected, and they're selected by a jury, and then they come together for 10 days to meet with curators, museum directors, artists, talk through issues around curating, and also develop an exhibition proposal that they've been thinking about themselves with those professionals.
What are the goals of the intensive here in Philadelphia?
The Philadelphia version of the Curatorial Intensive is slightly different. It's the first time that we've done a programme over time, so there's actually been 3 meeting sessions for 2 days each, from October through to January. And there are 8 participants who are all based in Philadelphia and are all working as curators here already. They've all had 5 to 10 years experience, but it's very interesting because they come from a variety of different types of institutions. So everything from a originated artist space type concept to the Philadelphia Museum.
What do you think are the greatest barriers today to curatorial excellence, especially for curators working regionally and at small nonprofit spaces? Is it money, access, lack of good curatorial networks?
I am somebody that doesn't believe that excellence comes with a price tag. I don't think it's about money at all. I also don't think it necessarily comes with experience, but what I do think is important is that people have the opportunity to take a step back from their day-to-day working environment at different times, because it's very important for people to have the opportunity for lifelong learning. And that doesn't mean, once you've got your master's degree, you need to get a PhD, necessarily, unless that's what you want. It's, I think curatorial excellence is about being able to kind of check in on a regular basis throughout your career. And in that checking in, I think it's really important for professionals to have the opportunity to talk to each other. And so that's what the Curatorial Intensive is trying to do. I think in terms of how curatorial excellence, if you like, can be defined or can be understood, it's very much about pushing the boundaries of what exhibition making and what curating actually mean. One of the ways that the Curatorial Intensive can contribute is to start to think about models or working processes that can help curators start to create or kind of build exhibitions or build ways of working with artists or build dialogues over time, rather than going from one exhibition to another. So it's about building frameworks and structures that can be used on a regular basis by each of them to help to kind of extend the way that their career is working rather than lurching.
A program like the Philadelphia Intensive is about training curators. How might the public feel its impact in time?
In terms of how audiences may start to understand, what the curators are doing, I think that the only way that that's actually going to work is when curators actually start to have conversations with people outside of their existing networks. And I know for many of the participants that's already happening, and that's where they're getting a lot of their ideas anyway. So perhaps for those that are the immediate kind of recipients of the participants' ideas, it's this new way of kind of thinking about structures or new models of engagement, new models of exhibition making. And by new, I don't mean it's never happened before. I mean, again, it's like a different way for these particular people to think about their careers or think about their practice. And so the immediate audiences that they're working with may actually find that there's a different way that they can engage with the exhibitions that they're seeing or the commissions that they're experiencing.